Hi everyone, welcome back. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm so happy to have you guys all here. Ugh. If you hear kids running in the background, stomping noises, that's not what I said to. I'm feeling the energy. It has nothing to do with them. Just side note, because I'm hearing them. I'm sorry. I'm on mommy, auntie, everything duty and have been for a while now, and it's totally fine with me, but they're entertaining themselves, but they're loud. They're loud. Can you hear the stomping? How could a 4-year-old, 60-pound little thing, she's almost 5, but she's heavy, make that much noise with her little legs? I don't know if this device is picking it up, but they're like dinosaurs. They're lucky that they don't live in an apartment. Because if you lived upstairs with somebody, damn. Oh, gosh. Guys, I'm gonna keep it real. I don't know where I just got this energy, but sometimes when I click record, like, it just hits me. I just saw the devil card. Ew. I just felt the devil card. And I saw the 7 of Cups. I'm channeling right now. For those of you that are new, that don't know my style, I don't particularly need cards to read. I am going to use them. So if you hear me just talking and spinning out the names of cards, I'm having a vision. I just saw the devil card. So I'm not physically like seeing. I'm seeing it in my mind's eye. The devil card, 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups is clouded judgment. I know some people interpret it as having many options. I'm not interpreting it as that way with the devil. I'm seeing it as clouded judgment, acting out of character. If you've been feeling like you're acting out of character lately and you have like a fog's mind, you don't know why, I'm getting strongly it's some kind of entity that's trying to cling to you because of somebody that's been around you. Somebody here, and I don't usually get these messages all the time. I got to keep it real. But somebody is really trying to affect you with their energy. Somebody just has not the best energy. I don't know if they are intentionally wishing bad upon you or if it's just their overall darkness. Honestly, it could just be an entity that you picked up just from someone that you don't even know. Sometimes that happens. I mean, they're always roaming. I want you to know that. These low-level spirits are always roaming, waiting for you to just lower your vibration a little bit to try to cling to you. I think you need a cleansing. Okay, what I want you to do is you need some sage or Palo Santo, whichever you prefer. Make sure to light that. I like to also light 1 black and 1 white candle. Black is to absorb negative, to protect you from negative entities. And the white is to bring in the light of the divine. While you do all this, make sure that you call upon your angels and tell them, think of yourself being surrounded by an egg of white light where nothing can penetrate you, and anything that is of a lower level spirit is not welcome. Now, I can't say this enough. Dude, Gregorian chants work. I read some of your comments saying that you really felt a change since you've started doing that. It's true. I told you. Okay, so, and I'm going to just say, because I'm getting this energy, I got to keep it real. Demons, dark entities, lower level spirits are they're repulsed by Gregorian chants. It repels them. It has something to do with the sound frequency. It has nothing to do with, take the Christianity out of it if you want to. It has nothing to do with that. You can do it no matter what religion you are, okay? It's the frequency of the sound. It repels them. They can't stand it. What you can do is just find one for 15 minutes somewhere on YouTube. Close your eyes and meditate to it. You're going to notice a difference. You're going to notice some paranormal-ish happen afterwards if there are lower level entities around your space. You're going to notice something might slam, but you're going to feel free afterwards. You're going to feel a change in the energy. In order to cleanse your space, what you can also do, you could even play these Gregorian chants very low so that nobody in your house hears it. You don't have to spend your whole day listening to it. After you meditate to it, put on an Alexa or like whatever device you use, some kind of system, and play Gregorian chants and put the volume so low no one hears it, so people that come in and out your house don't have to be listening to Gregorian chants if you don't want to. It's your choice how you do it, okay? But in the case that you have people and you're just not trying to blast Gregorian chants, that's fine. Even though you don't hear it, the entities can still hear those frequencies. It is enough you're going to notice a change in your environment, a change in your space. Also, again, you don't have to do this compulsively. Just do it once, it's enough. But I think it's time. Wherever you go on a ride, play it for 10 minutes while you're driving somewhere in your car. Okay? Play it on the Bluetooth. If not, put it on your phone while you're driving. I don't know, if your car has Bluetooth or not. And clear the energy of your car. Okay? Just make sure there's definitely a need for, you saw? Dude, oh my God. That just gave me the chills. Spirit doesn't play here. Signs and protection. This is your sign that you need protection of some sort. Something is trying to infiltrate your space. I cannot even make that up. And you saw, I can't. They give me the chills all the time. Your guides are trying to guide you towards abundance because whatever entity this is trying to affect. I'm done. And the music card came out. That's enough that I'm going, as soon as I click this off. Oh, honey, I'm doing all of this too. That is holy crap. I'm sorry. I react along with you. I don't doubt that spirit is here. You guys know that this is a part of me. But that doesn't mean that as a human being, I don't also get shooketh. Okay? I'm a person. When they go out of their way to show themselves like this, oh, it's crazy. Look at the cards that came out. Literally the music card. Signs, protection, guides, abundance, and music. You're getting a sign that you need protection. Your guides are trying to guide you towards abundance through the clearing of music. I cannot. I'm going to read what it says. I mean, if you thought I was just pulling this out of, you know what? If you're new here, this kind of stuff happens here all the time. It's not a joke. I felt it. The crazy thing is that I didn't feel it. Until I clicked record, and then I was like, ugh. Like it just smacked me. Like there's something in this collective. So whatever lower level entity this is, you might not even be feeling symptoms of it. Because sometimes it's very obvious, but this might be a really sly kind of lower level entity that's just trying to affect. You're going to notice it affecting you through abundance. Some of you, this might be spell work, honestly. Yes, it's real. But you know what else is real? Being protected by angels and God. Okay? More so than whatever the hell someone wants to do to you. But I do want to tell you that you don't always have to look at another. Sometimes it is someone else around you is the culprit. But sometimes it's just part of, the whole, it's just part of being a human. It's just part of spiritual warfare. Sometimes it's no one specific. Sometimes you just go down into a low vibration. You're in somewhere where the energy's a little like, and they just cling to you. It's like picking up an infection, right? Think of the 19, right? Somebody, if you had it, someone didn't give it to you on purpose, but you were vulnerable. They sneezed on top of you. That virus was somewhere around you. You picked it up. Sometimes it's just that way. like a STD, spiritually transmitted disease. Signs. Your past loved ones are never far from you. Notice the signs they send you. So you have somebody in your life that's always protecting you. That's number one. Protection. You're not alone. You are being looked after by your spirit guides and angels. So you're getting signs that you're protected. Absolutely. If you're watching this, they're protecting you, obviously. They're not allowing you to have this entity attached to you for long. Guides in abundance. Your spirit guides are there to help you. Communicate with your spirit guides today. Abundance. Great news is heading your way. Abundance is coming to you in many forms. So that's good news. Because this is a thing. You're about to reach a new level of abundance. But I've said it before and I'll say it again. New level, new devil. Every time that you're about to rise, there's always something going to try to block you. That's spiritual warfare. And then, of course, we get the music card. Express yourself by playing an instrument or singing. And then it says, music will lift your spirits. It says, music will lift your spirits. That's what we were talking about. Lifting, raising your vibration through the Gregorian chants. You can't make it up, dude. Look what's at the bottom here. I promise you, I shuffled. Wow. I promise you I shuffled. I mean, you can't make it up because even then, I mean, like, look how this came out. I know you guys don't doubt me. I'm just also processing while you're seeing this because it's crazy to me. Desire, obsession, fear, and shadow. We have the devil. Okay, so if this is somebody, this could be a female. What's this one? Whew, my God, to slam like that. Hanged man that's trying to keep you stuck. This energy, this entity is trying to keep you stuck. Creator. This is the no card. In this deck, there is a yes and a no card. In addition to, you know, all the cards of tarot. This is the no card. This is you trying to, and this has always been weird to me because it's like, oh, okay, how is this card called the creator, but then it's no? You know, usually when you think of the word create, it means yes, but this is the no card. Now, this is a blockage to you creating things. You might be trying to create things and things are just not working out. It's because you have to cleanse your energy right now. You know what? I might literally stop this reading like right here and make this a very specific, because I don't want anyone to miss this, and then do another reading. Tell me more. Here's the Four of Swords. Rest, recovery, quiet, rest, recovery. The Four of Swords is the card of meditation. They want you to meditate to this music. Okay? Which is what they're saying. Okay? Have some quiet time and do exactly what Spirit just asked you to do. And it's going to... I cannot... Look at this. It's going to reverse the tower moments, the upheaval that this entity was trying to cause. And it's going to, the Eight of Cups is walking away. It's going to make this devil energy, this is giving me the chills, depart, walk away from your spirit through this meditation, through music. You see how, like, literally, this is not even me speaking anymore. You're seeing this come through. Okay? You are going to rest, recover through music, and all of the stuck energy is going to walk away from you. Now, where is this coming from? You know, I honestly, for some of you, okay, now I got the Sun card is after the Sun card is the happiest card of the deck. It's also the card of the divine. So this is going to, you know, you're fine either way. There's nothing to worry about. Okay, this is just part of spiritual hygiene. Maybe that's what Spirit just wanted me to give you a quick message reminding you of that. But something is going to end up in your favor anyway. Sorry that this table has colored pencils all over it. I'm doing my best. I'm not home. You guys know that. I'll be back where I usually am next week. So I have to deal with whatever table I have here. The Sun card is... the happiest card in the deck. It's the card of the divine. It's also the card of illumination. So it's going to be illuminated to you through this meditation. And, you know, playing the Gregorian chants, where this dark entity is coming from that was keeping you bound. It's keeping you in a self-imposed imprisonment of your own mind. It was affecting you. I feel like this particular entity was trying to get in your mind, affecting your abundance in all ways. Okay? Money, your motivation, like everything. Tell me more. Yep. Wheel of Fortune. This is going to be taken care of. You're going to be able to overcome this. But this is also like that new level, new devil kind of energy. Now, I want more information. Where did they get? Who is somebody wishing them? Hold on. Harm, like, where'd they get this? You know, I think it's going to be specific to. This might have been affecting your organization as well. Okay. This is the Emperor. This is a tarot deck, but, you know, they changed the names of the major arcana. I know the number 4, though, is the Emperor. Who is this Emperor? Hold on, what's that? Who's this Emperor? I don't know what I'm doing right now, but this is a mess. This is the Knight of Swords. I made a mistake last reading when I used this deck, and I thought this was the Page of Swords, but no, this is the Knight of Swords, the Son of Swords in this deck, they call it. That's too many. Whenever I get the Knight of Swords, it's somebody that is impulsive. Somebody that's aiming to get you through your mind somehow. For some of you, this is related to an Emperor, which is somebody masculine energy. You know, this is very weird. This is very weird. See, with the 10 of Swords. Can't even see it. The 10 of Swords. I'm going to put it over here. It doesn't matter where I put it, really. The 10 of Swords is backstabbing, betrayal, like... There's somebody around you that doesn't have the best energy. I gotta keep it real. And just by interacting with them, they have a lot of things not going well for their life, in their life. So this could be somebody that will, oh, I'm so happy for you. Oh, this is great, you know. But they're always looking at you with some kind of energy of envy or talking about you behind your back, some kind of victim mentality, etc. They're entities that are, they are filled with entities. But they're also not in touch with their spiritual side to take care of these things. So then, like, every time you allow yourself to interact with this person, some of those entities start trying to climb onto you. So this is definitely an energy of jealousy. What card can Spirit... See, look, okay. 8 of Cups, somebody that you walked away from, or you walked away from you possibly. Somebody that you've known. 6 of Cups. What is this person's motivation? 6 of Pentacles. They lack some kind of balance in their life. So it's almost like, they might not even mean it, so to say. I'm not trying to cause particular harm to somebody. Something like this came out in Members where, like, however, they just have a nasty spirit attached to them. That everything's a competition, whether you realize it or not. Someone that I gave this example in Members. There are some people that just have such deep-seated insecurities that you can't even just like allow yourself to be yourself around them, because they perceive the whole world through a victim lens, or how someone is doing something against them, or some kind of competition. And honestly, their baseline motivation, their baseline feeling is envy and jealousy. But they might not even be aware of that. It might be very subconscious, but it comes out in everything that they do. What was the example? It's hard to put it into words, though. But I think if you relate to this and you know what I'm talking about. An example that I gave was like, let's say you're somebody that you can't say anything around them, without them taking it the wrong way. And it's more a reflection of themselves. Like, let's say the example that I gave was, let's say somebody, they asked you if you wanted to sleep over their house or whatever. And you were like, oh, no, thank you. I'm one of those people that like really I just like to sleep in my own house. I'm very like sensitive with my sleep and I prefer my bed. So, but thank you for offering whatever, whatever, right? A normal person would just be like, okay, no problem. Somebody with this kind of entity attached would instantly take something like that as offensive, and start some kind of gossip about it. Oh, did you hear? She doesn't want to sleep over our house. If she thinks she's too good to sleep in our house, she thinks she's too good to come to our house. She said that it was just because she prefers her bed, but what she was really trying to say, I don't know where I got this example, but I did say it in Members, so now it's coming back to mind again. Like, that's what came up. She did say that she prefers her bed, but what she was really trying to say was that our bed sucks and she has a better bed than us, and that's why she would never be caught dead being in our bed. Like, meanwhile, you were just being a normal human being. So that's just one example, but this is somebody that has that kind of spirit, where the only way to protect yourself from someone like this is to, number one, you need a cleansing. And number two is, unfortunately, you can't be yourself. You just cannot, you have to distance yourself a little bit. What you say, what you do around them. This could be male or female. Remember that. Gender is not a thing here. The Bench and the Emperor. Because this is this kind of person. Okay? And you can go for months not even realizing that they took something that you said a particular kind of way. Like, you're just minding your damn business at Walmart, buying body wash and a toothbrush. And you know what I'm saying? And little do you know that this person is somewhere offended by something you said 2 months ago. That for you was just a normal thing, and they took it in that way because they have a very deep, they have an entity attachment. They have a deep-seated insecurity that they project onto everything and everyone around them. Okay? And the thing about people like this is that they are really good at making their arguments logical, you know, and they could even convince people around them that what they're saying is true. They might be really good talkers and it might not even be manipulative. That's what I'm trying to say, even though it is manipulative. It's more that the entity manipulates them. So they believe the manipulations from these entities that are attached to them. So they believe their perception. So because they believe the way they see things, they can convince others that their perception is real because they're so used to logically defending the way they see things. So this person could very easily go and pull someone aside and say, hey, do you know that Maria, I don't know, that name came to mind, said that, you know, you should have been there when she said that she didn't want to sleep over. Like, you could have just hear in the tone of voice. But you know how she is she never, I mean, think about it. She never sleeps in other people's houses. Why do you think that is? Well, because she never wants to be around people, because she just thinks she's better than everyone. And then they can make a very convincing argument, because the entity makes a very convincing argument for them to believe their own bullshit in the first place. Okay? That came up in members, and it's coming up now. So if you resonated with that in members and you're resonating now, and again, that was just an example. You will know how this resonates. You need to do a cleansing. This is somebody like that. And unfortunately, I don't feel like this person's going to change. This person, again, it could be someone that you were romantically involved with. This could be a family member. It doesn't really matter. They will never admit or even consciously perceive that they want you to fail, but they do. Honestly, they might never consciously perceive even. They might, but they might not even consciously perceive that they want you to fail, but they do. Because it just goes hand in hand with that entity of insecurity that they have around them. Right? You might notice that this person is a little bit more quiet and passive and accepting of you when you're like not doing so good, or, you know, something that unfortunately, this is something like that. I don't think, but it definitely comes from a spirit of jealousy and envy and insecurity. They have some kind of neurotic thing going on. This might be somebody you've known since childhood, someone from the past. So the Six of Cups is either childhood, someone from the past, somebody you have roots with. You see this tree has a lot of roots. But this is also just a representation, the Six of Cups, of something that's deep-seated, deep-rooted within this person. Okay? There are just some people you can't have around, because, see, the thing is that these entities attach to you. They do. They do. These entities attach to you. You know, hold on. And there's someone somebody's talking shit. You don't even know it. Somebody has some kind of beef with you. You don't even know it. You know? Hold on. You know, I'm guided to the Sacred Traveler. Oh, that was a lot of them, though. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I don't know what that was. Just one. There we go. That's one. Unknown territory. You are exactly where you need to be. So you're fine, okay? The Divine's trying to tell you right now, look, with cleansing, that all you need to do is just this cleansing. Purification activates vibrant life force. Told you. Don't worry about this. Don't worry about this. You don't know about this. This is unknown territory to you. You might be someone that doesn't even believe in entities and things like that. I'm telling you, do what they said. The way that this came out was clear as day. Cleanse your space. You're going to notice it's going to activate a life force within you that it's going to shock you. I know some people have even messaged me about like the Gregorian chants. Like I did it. I thought it was just good. I didn't realize it was going to be that effective. Like I really noticed the difference. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Again, you don't have to be Catholic or anything like that. It's hard for me to subscribe to organized religion as well. I know I always say I'm Christian. I do read the Bible and stuff, but I was having this conversation. I'm kind of like on the fence about those things. I kind of do my own thing though. I didn't grow up with organized religion. I didn't grow up with organized religion. I was baptized and stuff. It was more because like, I think my mom took us, because it was like a tradition and for the grandparents and stuff. But, my father, since I was born, has always openly spoken against like the corruption in churches, and it really bothers him, vocally, like openly, since I was a child. And I think that because he saw a lot of things happen in churches and stuff, and I think and his mom also was a reader, as a liver, did that for a living. But that affected my way of seeing things. But also, I've seen a lot of things. Nonetheless, I don't think that you need to, let me not go into that territory, but I don't think that you don't need to subscribe to a particular religion to have faith in God. And look, I follow Christian beliefs, etc., but I don't feel confined to a Catholic church or all the things that they ask and giving 10% of your salary, and all this stuff that I see happen a lot. None of that stuff. I don't subscribe to those things. Nonetheless, anyway, I don't know where that came from. Don't judge me. That's a complex topic that probably, I shouldn't have even started, because what I just said makes no sense, because it's something I would have to make a whole video on so that you understand like how I view it. Nonetheless, but you don't have to be Catholic, like practice religion to play Gregorian chants or whatever. I'm just telling you, just try it. It is literally about the music, the frequency of it. Okay. Yeah, but it's somebody in your life, dude, you got to be careful. And they might even be someone like, not even like, it could be a third party. Like, it could be the sister of your significant other. It could be your sister-in-law, like that has affected that. And then they convince other people and they get into the minds of other people. I'm telling you. But you're going to be fine. This card, I'm going to take it out because it always comes out. Sweet as a Georgia peach. Okay. Kindness, tender care, charm, beauty, flirtation, delicious experience. I always pull it out, guys. I cannot touch. You saw me shuffle. I can't touch this deck without that card coming out. It's just energetic at this point. And the funny thing about that card is that it's a number 38, and 8 plus 3 is 11, and that is a very sacred number. What do they want to say? Here. Stomping grounds. This is a progression. Origin, nostalgia, memories, tradition, tribute, visit, past connection. Okay, but look, I just split it to this, and then this one's at the bottom. Sweating like a sinner in church. I love Southern phrases. I love it. You know what I noticed recently, which is really weird? You guys know I speak Spanish, right? I speak Spanish. Caribbean Spanish. So, I mean, There are 21 countries in the world that speak Spanish, so you can't expect us all to speak the same, okay? A lot of times people that are Mexican speak Spanish. I don't understand a word that they're freaking even saying, to be completely honest, because they have a lot of words like that I've never heard in my life. Like, I don't, you know, it's just that it's so different. But you know what's really funny? In Caribbean Spanish, I noticed there's such a similarity between Southern culture and like, and in Hispanic culture. I can't speak for all of us, but like Latin American culture in many ways. It's really funny. Like, they use a lot of phrases like this too. And I never noticed that. Like, at least up in like Jersey and New York, we don't have a lot of phrases like this, but like, you know, but in Spanish, a lot of times they will speak and use phrases that like will sometimes translate, but like exactly to something, to one of these, to something from Southern culture. It's really funny, interesting. It's really interesting. I don't know what correlation there is to that, but linguistically, but like we don't really do that up in New York, New Jersey. Like, we don't have sayings, but in Spanish we do. Right? Like, the other day, I had a family member say something along, like one of the children were like calling them and they were like, oh, that egg wants salt. And I was like, what? That egg wants salt? And I was like, what is that? And they explained that it's like, it's a saying of saying like, oh, they're about to come forward and they want something. But then that came to my mind. I'm like, that's so funny because it made me think of this deck. Like how in the South, there's so many like random sayings like that too. But we don't really do that in Jersey. Anyway, moving on. I've rambled for the past like 8 minutes at this point, and I apologize. Anyway. Sweating like a sinner in church, 19. Chicken with its head cut off. That's funny because these two have the same energy in that deck. Guilt, remorse, nerves, worry, confession, coming clean, apology, integrity needed. Very busy, overwhelmed, frenzy. Chicken with its head cut off. Very busy, overwhelmed, frenzy, deadline, stress, chaos, refocus, redo, and redo for the best results. So either this energy is doing something like this to you, right? It's giving you anxiety, etc. That's part of what the energy is doing. But now I feel like we're getting like a side message that I don't know why it's coming through in this reading right now. Like, what does that have to do with it? But it's all of a sudden, this might be an entity that's affecting your connection with somebody. And something about this cleansing is going to clear that out and allow for this past connection to come forward and allow you to refocus and restart. That's for someone, not everybody. It's because I feel like for some of you, a select few, this entity has affected your ability to connect with someone. Just try it. Just do it. I'm going to leave it here. Love and light. I'm going to post again. Love you guys.